Hey everyone, I've been getting a lot of questions about all the drums and stuff that I'm using since I use a very odd and large unique kit, and I thought I'd do a quick rig rundown. I did one about a year and a half ago. I think I only posted it on Instagram now, and I was using some different stuff, but here I'll give everybody kind of an insight on what's going on this kit right here. Let me just flip this. Okay, so I'm gonna start, I guess, with the fact that this is a Ludwig kit, but it's not any of the fancier Ludwigs. This is actually a Ludwig Accent series. These drums right here, this is a 16 by 26, a 16 by 16 floor tom, and a 16 by 18 floor tom. And this one here is a 14 by 14 Ludwig Centennial floor tom. And then this here is a 60 something Ludwig marching bass drum with the old kind of imperial lugs that they were using. And I got all these drums wrapped in like a fake leather kind of vinyl stuff. It works all right. It's nothing really special, but it looks cool from afar. But yeah, the main aspect of the kit is really just a lower grade Taiwanese shells. They weren't even sealed inside, so I kind of sealed the toms. Didn't really make much difference in the sound. I still need to do the bass drum. But yeah, like for everyone asking about these bass drum sizes, 16 by 26 and a 16 by 32 inch bass drum. Okay, so I hope that answers that with the bass drums. And then the snare is just a 80s 14 by 6.5 Ludwig rocker. It's just steel snare, nothing fancy either. Nothing on my kit is really all that fancy, just looks fancy. It's presented fancy. As far as the cymbals, you got the cheap Paistis. This is just a Paiste PST5 medium ride I'm using as a crash, and it's kind of dirty and gross. This one's a Paiste, what's that, 201, just 20-inch ride as a crash as well. I think this is like what they were calling them before they called them PST5s. And then over here is a PST Paiste 8 22-inch rock ride that I'm using as a crash. Super loud, of course. The ride cymbal's the only Pro series that I'm using. It's a 2002 24-inch ride, the classic. Can't go wrong for rock and roll style ride. You know, John Bonham, Alex Van Halen, all those guys using those. The hi-hats are the Paiste 900 heavy hi-hats, 15-inch. I actually somehow broke the top hi-hat a month or so ago, and I found another one on Reverb. But we'll go behind the kit. Yeah, everything's far apart. I have a long wingspan. My china is a 24-inch Wuhan china, and I like the larger chinas because they last a little longer. They're a little, I don't want to say jazzier, just more swishier. They're not as quick or splashy like a lot of the china cymbals that are used in metal. And then the kind of percussive cymbals I have here, it's my stack is a Creative Percussion 15-inch hex stack. Really trashy. Eventually I want to get their 16-inch Holy hex stack. I think that'd be a little more, even more of what I'm looking for. And then I have one of their hex jingles that I put on the clutch, and that really just gives me that kind of Bonham-esque, old school chick sound that breaks the monotony and doesn't make it sound, the kit sounds so metal. And that's a big thing I don't want to do. I hit hard so everything's quick, powerful, fast, and loud. So everything can get sounding pretty heavy metal-ish, and I still want to reel it in, keep it as rock and roll as I can. Let's see. The drumsticks I use are Vic Firth Classic Metals. Again, really big sticks. Thick, heavy, they break a lot of stuff. But I noticed recently the batches I'm getting are a little bit lighter, so hopefully that helps. I don't know if they switched anything, but they feel a lot lighter. Let's see. I guess I'll do drum heads. Right now I'm messing around with the Power Stroke, what is that, 77, the P77, with the little muffle ring kind of thing in there. It helps a little bit. I kind of do like the sound of the Emperor X's, but this snare drum rings like crazy, so just trying to have a little muffle thing on here, trying to help control that and tame that. And then the tom heads are the Emperor Black Suedes. I really like the sound of those, and they look cool, and they don't do what like the coated heads will do and kind of flake off or chip off. They stay black, and they almost have like a, I don't know, almost like calf skin but black thing going on. So that looks really cool. The bass drum's just the standard Power Stroke 3 with the Flam Slam on there. Nothing fancy. The front head is a kind of a Power Stroke 3, whatever came with the kit. And then over here is kind of the fake fiber skin heads on the front and back of the 32-inch. So nothing too crazy, just Ambassador clears on the bottom. I got an Ambassador snare side on that. Let's see, that's the cymbals, the heads. The electronics, I got a Roland TM6 Pro. I don't have anything really plugged in right now. I need to get a stand for that, and the PDX 10-inch, 3 of those electronic pads. But yeah, I need to plug those in and kind of play around a little more with those through the mixer I got actually for Christmas. It's the Zoom R20. It's got 8 inputs, 16 channels, and I've been really digging it. I'm still learning a lot about some of that stuff. It's not got a whole lot of options as far as like using it as a mixer, which I kind of like. I don't want to get too involved in some of that stuff. I try to keep everything as flat and representing of what the drums sound like to me in the room. But I'll play around with it more, learn more about stuff to do and edit and get really good bigger sounds, play with the reverbs, etc. But yeah, and then the mics I also got for Christmas to use with it are the PreSonus DM7s. It's a mic kit that I think they put out a year or two ago, and it came with 7 mics. I got the tom ones and the snares, like so. Snare, tom, so 3 tom mics and the snare. The overheads are condensers, and I got 2 of those, and they go into the phantom power and the 2 channels over here. And I got them about 65, 66 inches from the snare. The kick mic that I really dig, right there. That thing I really dig. It captures kind of what I hear, but also a little bit of that inside of the drum air push. But like I said, nothing's gonna sound too perfect through there because it's stuff that I could afford and learn and stuff. And I have another little mixer back there that I'll kind of monitor when I'm playing my drum covers and stuff. Need a new one, but I think that covers most everything. Oh, the pedals are just the cheaper DW 3000s right now, using the standard beaters back there, the plastic side. I have the beaters all the way up, and I have them pretty far back with the spring tension all the way tight. I really like super tight spring tension, and I feel like with the bigger bass drum you really want that beater to come back fast, so you're not burying it and it having bounced too much. And then over here it's just the Ludwig pedal that came with the accent kit, and then a 5000 DW hi-hat stand that I've had since I was like 13, 14, I want to say. Yeah, something like that. And then the rest of the stands are just whatever I could find over the years. Nothing fancy. Would love to get DW stuff, all DW stuff eventually. I really love the DW drums and all the stuff they offer, and everything's all included with hardware, stands, heads. DW's good about that stuff. Ludwig is too. but I really prefer the DWs lately, and I got to play on them a few times and fell in love with them. And speaking of DW, that's a DW low drum throne. I set real low, about, I want to say 17 or 18 inches. Pretty low, especially for my stature. I'm 5'10". Got an LP, just old, beat up rock cowbell. Need a new one. But other than that, I think that's most of what everybody had been asking about over the past year or so, especially since I've been doing new videos. This mic isn't even plugged in, it's just there for looks. Need to get a mic for that eventually, or maybe a trigger into the DM or the TM6 Pro just to save on mic inputs. But yeah, other than that, I hope that answers people's questions, and yeah, follow my stuff, like it, share it. And, you know, I'm glad for all the support I've got over the past, especially posting drum covers, and especially like getting new mics and stuff seems to really have gotten a lot of people's interest, which is cool. I don't think it matters too much how good the sound is, as long as like my playing sounds good. But yeah, I want to thank everyone for the support. Share my stuff. What's the spiel everyone says? Like, subscribe, follow, whatever. Yeah, thank you all, and hope you have a good weekend coming up, and peace.